How are we, Reds? How are we, you absolute legends? And if you are watching this on Tuesday morning, hope you're all well and you have a very good day as well, Reds. Little short, say, little live stream talking about all the latest Liverpool news. If you are new round here, want to keep up to date on all things Liverpool, make sure you do hit that subscribe button down below on, of course, Anfield Road TV. And yeah, chat, do let us know. Hopefully the stream isn't lagging or whatnot, but please do let us know and all that. And yeah, it's plenty to get through to tonight. Speak about trends. I want to gauge your thoughts really as well. I'll let you know mine anyway. I spoke a little bit on obviously the watch along yesterday really, but it was just one of them really that we'll get more in depth in that regard. And yeah, chat, do let us know. Hopefully the stream isn't lagging, but just trying to. There we go. Hopefully that sorts it out anyway if it is. But Reds, how are we? Do get your comments in. Speaking about trends, obviously Arne Slot, as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, he's living his well and truly his best life, which is very fully deserved anyway, given what he's done already for the Reds this season. And yeah, he's partying on holiday, and rightly so. Here's all us thinking that we're gonna see the season out nice and with a couple of 3 points here and there anyway, but that wasn't the case anyway. But yeah, fair play Arne. He's doing the business anyway and he's enjoying himself, which is all well and good. And we'll speak about obviously Frimpong. Obviously, we've had a couple of links over the last 24, 48 hours anyway, in regards to him potentially coming to Liverpool. And it's not just going to be Liverpool, he's going to be getting linked with over the next couple of weeks, given obviously a transfer window's opening in about 2.5 weeks as well. So a player of that ability will quite rightly so his agent to be um, arriving in the UK, probably going in Spain, probably speaking to maybe potentially Bayern Munich as well across the board, because you know what Bayern Munich are like when they see a good prospect in the Bundesliga, especially a team that has beat them to the Bundesliga title last year as well. So they'll be like, oh, don't want that to be happening again anyway. But yeah, Reds, let us know. So we'll speak about Frimpong, a bit about transfers as well. Anything that you want to be doing, get your thoughts and your comments really, and we'll very much debate them in the comment section below as well. As I said there, chat, if you haven't already done so, do drop a like on the video. As I said, if you are watching this on repeat, have an absolutely fantastic day. And yeah, hopefully you do enjoy today's episodes anyway. But Reds, how are we? Yeah, the game yesterday was, well, on Sunday. Sorry there, chat. Yeah, Sunday. It was only first for opening 45 minutes, wasn't it, Reds, in that regard? How are we, Jay? And Jay, what's your thoughts on Trentmont? It'd be interesting to gauge everyone's opinions, but I just love the absolute fume from like all these pundits and like multi-millionaires telling how like people should, how they should behave. It's like, it's alright. You living in your $1 million pads and everything. It's like I get you as being ex-footballers and that, but people outside of Liverpool, but just not even like non-Liverpool fans, like rivals and all that, fuming about like banners and all that. It's like you just don't get Liverpool as a city, like the Scouse wit, how the team plays, the songs on the terraces as well. You just don't get us really. They wish they were Liverpool. They played for Liverpool and they adored us. But yeah, it's not like they liked us outside of Liverpool anyway in terms of the English fans and all that. So it's like, yeah, it's whatever. Just let them chat all their bare wham anyway. But it's just Liverpool again, annoying every single Premier League fan, and it's let people have their own say. If they want to boo him, do you want to applaud Trent, just let it be. Like, it's 2025, people are allowed opinions, and just respect them. It's not that hard, but I suppose it's, you just see people ranting on social media and all that, non-Liverpool fans that is as well, and you're just like, lad, just chill out. It's like, it's not that deep. Like, people have expressed their opinions to Trent, and Trent has been silent for the best part of the last year or so. If you come out, this is trends. We'll get straight into the trend stuff as well, chat anyway. But Liverpool spent 20 years developing him, turning him into the player as well. And it's the fact that I think the main thing for me personally, I don't know how you feel, chat, was it's the fact that he stayed quiet And I get obviously the football club in terms of the way in which the club have handled it. I feel it's great, but from a fan perspective, just the way in which Trent, like, you look at all the reports over the last couple of weeks that have been surfacing in regards to, by all accounts, the length of the contracts that Trent signed all those years ago. He was already thinking about leaving the football club then, by all accounts, by the looks of it, allegedly as well. But that's how us fans are taking that on board, and really. Yeah, just and so many absolute dross that I've seen from rival fans as well. It just you just don't think really, do they? I do feel some of this. We know we live in the world of like flashy headlines and saying absolute utter wallop to just get clicks and attention, really. But there's no me chat anyway. Don't get me wrong. If you've watched me down for a couple of years anyway, and yeah, there's been plenty that you have disagreed with me, and that's sound. We all respect each other's opinions on this channel in the comments as well. And yeah, we're all adults, and we crack on, really. But yeah, I just find it baffling, really. But let them crack on, the rival fans. Let them fume and all that. Trent can go and enjoy his time, and I respect it, and I think the majority of Liverpool fans do. We all do. Yes, the fans that did boo him as well, but at the end of the day, we respect the decision. We crack on, lad. If he's in for a tough time in La Liga anyway, as we've already said. On obviously Anfield Road TV, I've done a couple of shorts this week as well, and I said at the time, good luck to Trent. Because I tell you what, one of the most, like, marker, the press, and then I go, if he has a couple of bad games, especially when he's up against Yamal. Yamal's one of the best wingers. Rafinha, the form in which he's in. Yeah, obviously Barcelona winning the La Liga title this week, beating Real Madrid 4-3. So it's not going to be all easy for Trent, but yeah, I just found it quite funny in his interview that he done this week. Well, his announcement video, he's like, yeah, I come back. It's like, maybe as a pundit, certainly. But not as a player. I think, yeah, this weekend everyone let their thoughts, and I just like, yeah. If you want to gauge the heartbeat of this football club, just go and stand in the Kop. Just go and stand. And I get people in the Kop is very mixed, but I know a couple of my mates that went to ground and that, and people that were in the Kop, and they were like, yeah, like the main stand was clapping. And then the heartbeat of the football club in terms of fan base, the Kop, has been the life beat of this football club for the last 130 odd years. That's like, if you want to ask anyone from the Kop, or like anyone that's got a season ticket holder in the Kop, or how their feelings are, like, that is the heartbeat of this football club in terms of the fan base. And that's not me saying not everyone in the Kop was booing him, but I think the large consensus, really, everyone will be disappointed, because it's a local lad that has done numerous interviews and said that he'd love to captain the football club on a regular cadence, and yeah, and that's that question. It'd be interesting if he is to go, and obviously if he, in a couple of weeks, maybe we might get some clarity, really, from Trent when he's over in Spain. He'll be doing plenty of interviews with Real Madrid TV and all that, but hopefully it comes out like what changed. I think that's the biggest gripe for me and for the majority of Liverpool fans out there. Don't know what, let us know your thoughts, Reds, but it's what happened. Like, honestly, it can't just be the case of, like, I get, and we all get his aspirations, but I thought his aspirations were to win trophies with Liverpool and that. So, like, what has changed? What has been that massive shift in regards to Trent's rationale of thinking, really? I get he's won the trophies, but I tell you what, if Steven Gerrard was in Trent's position and he was in that team, every up and coming Scouts player and lad and girl or whatever, if you want to be aspiring to play for Liverpool, there's been no better time to be a Liverpool. If he is a real Liverpool fan and he loved the club, he'd be staying, he'd be wanting to win more and more and more and more and more. Because Gerrard went his whole career without winning the Premier League. Trent's won it twice. He's won it twice. Trent could go and win 5, 6, 7, 8 league titles with Liverpool if we continue the dominance that we've shown over the last 12 months. But I respect the decision, but I don't agree with it. But at the end of the day, he's a big lad, and he's going to enjoy. The main thing, I'm a bit jealous, and the majority of us are, of the nice sunny weather in Spain. That's how he's going to be living in his $5 million mansion and all that, and yeah, that's lovely weather, lovely food, and some decent football as well. But not going to be playing in the Premier League. I feel I'm Premier League biased, but it is the best league in the world, considering the amount of great teams that we've got in the Premier League. You look at how well Forest are doing, Bournemouth, Newcastle. It is the best league. Maybe 10 years ago when you had Prime Messi and Ronaldo, like that was peak La Liga. But yeah, it's going to be one of them, really, Reds. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below as well, everyone. Do get your comments in as well. You're absolute legends. And if you haven't already done so, do get your comments in anyway. But 1 second there, Chaz. Turn the brightness up and that, so I can see your comments. Oh. Let's meet. Where are we, K-Mac? See you in the comments there, bud. Hope you're well. There we go. I see your comments there. But yeah, Jay, how are we, buds? Phil, how are we, buds? And K-Mac, evening. What's up, lad? K-Mac, what was your consensus, really? Or what was your thoughts in regards to Trent? I can get everyone was very disappointed, to say the least, anyway. But that's just my 2 pence, really, for whatever it's worth, anyway. But I'm disappointed. And I just find it quite baffling, really, that like all these like rival fans and ex-players, like if their team as they grew up as a kid like was in Liverpool's position where they were winning league titles as well consecutively, and they were actually half decent, like I can understand if you played for Charlton. No respect to Charlton, doing quite well under the old Luton manager anyway. Looks like they might be getting promotion. But yeah, like if you're a Charlton fan, like you're not in Liverpool's position, fair enough. If you're a Charlton player, like a Charlton lad coming through the academy and all that, like fair enough, you can understand going to Real Madrid or like a Liverpool or a top side. But yeah, if you ask any rival fan, like Arsenal fans, the list has come off today as well in regards to debut, they absolutely threw Wenger under the bus. Arsenal fans, they booed Granit Xhaka, but I suppose that doesn't fit their narrative, really. So it's only Liverpool fans that boo, and we don't do it. It's very rare occasion like that we do that. Like we didn't even boo Roy Hodgson. We like the Anfield was chanting Hodgson for England, like, and Steven Gerrard blazed that ball over the bar. That classic clip on social media. He turns down and goes, yeah, you know what? You know that little clip you see where Gerrard was against Blackburn when we played him. Gerrard. I don't blame him. I couldn't stand another week of watching Roy Hodgson ball. Anyway, if you think it was, we've had it very good this season, just go back and watch that, like dross, as Roy Hodgson was saying anyway. But yeah, fair play to Trent. Like he's absolutely minted now. He's made the main thing. He secured generational wealth. But I suppose, like the average Joe, people going the ground, or just the average football fan around the world, just won't. We can't. None of us can comprehend the sheer amount of digits. Like these football clubs and these players mean a lot to us, really. And especially if you've got a local lad or someone that affiliates that really loves the football club and has done countless thousands of hours of interviews saying, like I love this football club, I want to see us win trophies and be the captain and all that. Like, yeah, in life, your aspirations can change, but at least be honest. And as soon as your aspirations do change, just be honest with the fans straight away. Just a little bit of honesty, barely, but it's one of them. Crack on, Trent. We'll all be watching those La Liga games, won't we? Especially those old Classico games. Come on, Rafinha, lads. Wait, what? So, but yeah, it's Conor Bradley's opportunity now. The game, second half, Reds, what are we saying? These games now, we'll speak about Arne. He's on his holiday. We'll get to that in a sec anyway, but yeah, the game's me not now anyway. But what we will do, we'll use that as a very much a celebration, and we'll wax lyrical about how good this Liverpool side has been. Not quite the last couple of weeks because some of the lads have been on the bevies, but you can't really blame them really because they've just won a 20th league title for Liverpool. It's been their hopes and dreams as a footballer as well. For certain footballers anyway, especially Harvey Elliott, a lad that wasn't a local lad, but he was a massive Liverpool fan. And you know what, Trent? Harvey, well, if you're looking at the report, he turned down Real Madrid, especially even when Harvey was got for like the offer to speak to, was it Sergio Ramos, and like they put out the red carpet for Harvey Elliott to negotiate with Real Madrid. Harvey Elliott turned them down, and he's a Premier League winner. He loved the football club as well. Maybe Harvey might leave in a couple of years, but I'll tell you what, if the day comes where Harvey Elliott has to leave the football club, I tell you now, he'll be crying on an interview. He'll be crying on his departure video because you could see, and it'll really pain him because he's worked his whole life, even as a lad in the Fulham Academy as well. He wasn't a Fulham fan, was he? He was a Liverpool fan. And he bleeds red. He loves, and he's like us. He's like a fan. He is a fan, but he's got the ability to play very decent football, and play on an elite level. He'll probably leave eventually, but yeah, that'd be a disappointing day if he is to leave Liverpool. But yeah, thing that you can't question with Harvey Elliott, he loves the club, and certain elements of his game can improve, but he's still a young lad, and he'll run through a brick wall. Same with Curtis Jones as well. Like, all the stick Curtis Jones has been getting down the years from certain sections of our fan base as well. I tell you now, if the shoe was on Curtis Jones's foot and Real Madrid were coming in for him, 100% do feel Curtis would stay at the football club and he'd sign a new deal as well. That's just my feelings about Curtis. You know me, chat. I love Curtis. I think he's a fantastic footballer. No wrong. Yeah, there was a little moment against Arsenal where he just should have released the ball, but that's the only thing. As soon as Curtis Jones sorts that in his game, we're flying. He's flying, and yeah, he's gonna be on cloud nine really if he just develops that way. He's still, it's like him, Curtis Jones, Quansah, Bradley. They're all young players. I know Curtis Jones, was he 24 now, 25? But in terms of him playing on a more consistent basis, he'll be playing. He's certainly played a lot more minutes already this year, and I think in an Arne slot system going into next year, he's not going anywhere. I think he'll sign a new deal in the next 2-3 years anyway to keep him at the football club. But he's got a lot of development to do in terms of his game in Liverpool system. But yeah, the game yesterday, quick analysis. Boss first 45 anyway. The 2 goals. The lads have had a couple of bevies. I think the lack of their marking, non-consistent, but it doesn't matter. The most important game is when August comes around in a couple of months anyway. When the first game in the Premier League, as long as the lads are ready then, and we go and hopefully defend our league title. That's the main thing. But yeah, Reds, let us know quickly your concluding thoughts. But I think the quicker everyone moves on about Trent, the less we're talking about him. But chat, the final talk, question I'll pose to you, and I'll let you know my thoughts is, what you do? Do you play Trent? You as a fan, Reds, do you think Liverpool will play him, or do you think Liverpool will just keep him in the stands, keep him out of the media headlines and everything? Really, I do feel Arne, maybe not that he'd done it on purpose, but Arne Slot as his manager, well, head coach, but he's a manager really. He sees Trent on a day-to-day basis. And Arne, he's only human. Even when he goes to shops or whatnot, he probably bumps into a couple of Liverpool fans as well. And he's probably been getting asked, is Trent staying? Everyone's been getting asked, is Trent staying for the last year or so? And all the lads have probably all deeply known. And what was it, Darwin Núñez, all those months ago when he was joking about Real Madrid coming down the stairs? I think we all remember that video where he was like Real Madrid. We heard Núñez saying, and Núñez told the whole world then really. And you look and analyse, and the celebration just, Just don't do that, lads. Just was that to the fans? I think that was to the fans, isn't it? Like the fans chatting wham. I'm chatting wham. I always chat wham. But yeah, it's yeah, it's just unravel. Like, it's not nice, but you can you can understand why fans, because if everyone, I know if I was in his shoes and if any of us had the ability that Trent had and we played for our boyhood club, we'd certainly be signing a 5-year deal and we'd be looking to win Liverpool trophies as well. But because it's the thing, like how many, and that's the main thing as well. Because Trent, I think he's like got part owner in like an F1 team as well. So I suppose he's got other ventures that he wants to get more money for anyway. But yeah, I suppose he's more about himself really. And I think that interview that he done with Sky and Harriet Pryor, I think we've all seen that video where he spoke about the Ballon d'Or, and it just goes to show that he was more about individual accolades and himself really than the overall team, which is, we finally found out that anyway. But we let him crack on and we move on. The quicker we move on. So for me, chat, I just wouldn't play him now. If you need a right back, if Bradley needs a rest, put in Jarell Quansah right back. Like, even if we concede 5 goals against Brighton, just get him in there. Jarell, you can do your best Trent impression where you just jog back into position and pretend that you like defending. But yeah, it's one of them early. But big up there, K-Mac. So yeah, quicker we move on from Trent, the better really, and get behind Conor Bradley, get behind the players that actually want to be at the football club as well. Trent, enjoy La Liga, and yeah, come on, Rafinha. Yes, lad. So as you can see there, if you haven't already done so, make sure you drop a like, share, and subscribe. Arne is on his holidays. Yes, la. Arne is buzzing in Ibiza, Reds. It's interesting as well, and let's quickly get to all your comments as well. Sorry there, chat. But Arne, you enjoy your time in Ibiza, son. You enjoy it. You get absolutely bevied. You enjoy it. Because you've won us our 20th league title, lads. You and all the technical lads, and hopefully some of the nerds out there as well. They've rested for a couple of days, really. Obviously, the transfers are important, but you'd like to hope the whole, like, the couple of the data lads, the head coach, and all the sports nutritionists, and everyone that's out there, or whoever, like, hopefully they're all sitting back on a lilo, drinking a bevy or a bit of juice if they don't like it or whatever, but they're enjoying their time. Because all of them, everyone at Liverpool, and include Trent in that as well, everyone at Liverpool has done really well this year, and they deserve the time that they get off as well. Even though they were the second half they had off as well, but we'll let that pass anyway. It's all good. But yeah, chat. I was so happy seeing this, Reds, if I'm being honest. It's I just love it for that man, what he's sacrificed, or the technical team as well. Everyone at Liverpool, just enjoy it, lads and ladies as well. In terms of everyone at Liverpool, just deserve it. Every single, like, everyone that is like involved in Liverpool as well, like from every department, enjoy your time off. Or well, you got another 2 more weeks, and then obviously the little break before the Liverpool players go on, obviously on the tour as well. So yeah, big up there, K-Mac. Jack, 6-year deal, 78 million in total. Yeah, he got the money in. Oh, is that the reporters one there, K-Mac? Like, fair enough there, bud, anyway. But he was all that, like, if we were all in his shoes, like, and I've said this with Hendo and other players as well, and like other players that have left the football club, like, fair enough, go and get the bag anyway. Like, if they want to go, then sound. And that's why I've always said, even when we had these, like, the last 12 months, I said, I'm not really bothered. I've got an opinion, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to, like, lose any sleep, because the most important thing is Liverpool are competitive on the pitch. Like, if Trent is leaving us now, and I'll tell you that now, is that classic saying, I do apologise, I should have put it on the graphics tonight, but you've all seen the quote, probably if you've got social media. What is it? The image of Jürgen. What is it? So the quote of Jürgen, you've probably seen it already. It's not so important what people think when you come in. It's more important what people think when you leave as well. And spot on. So Jurgen said it very well then, and yeah, it's one of them. Couldn't have said it any perfect anyway. But let's do drop a like on the video as well. Massive thank you. And if you are watching on Tuesday morning, obviously when you wake up or whatever, do drop a like. Let us know your thoughts on this as well. But nice one there, Manuel. Keep up. Yeah, as Manuel said there, he personally would keep Trent in the stands. I don't want Trent on the. Ooh, even Manuel saying, fair enough, but this is your own honest opinion. Even Manuel said he wouldn't even have him on the parade bus as well. He sold the club out. Fair enough, Manuel. I think some people would agree with you there, but but the thing is, as I just said there, like, it won't just be about. It's not all about the Trent show. As much as Trent would love it to be all about Trent, he'd love it. But it's gonna be a celebration of the players there, Manuel, and he'll probably be at the back of the bus. But don't let Trent, and he won't take away anything from this season, because it's been fantastic. And I think Arne and the players that. Was it that picture that was it last month where Maka was like doing the death stare on Trent anyway? On like one of the social media pictures, you've got a picture of Maka in the background, like staring him out. Like, and Maka's a winner. Like, he wants Maka's the future captain of this football club. I'm telling you that now. It wouldn't surprise me. It's probably gonna be like, we're speaking of post Salah, post Van Dijk era. As long as Ibu doesn't go to Real Madrid, that's another show for this week as well. Because he's the next big player that potentially might run his contract down. So if he wants to go to Real Madrid, Ibu lads, if you want to go this summer, lads. Like, where we can get some money for you, lads. Not in 12 months' time when you're leaving on a free. And this is what the club will be thinking about as well. They're not gonna be. And this is what Real Madrid's strategy has been for all their players. They even tried it with Alphonso Davies as well, chat. I think he's just recently signed his deal over the last month or so. I think he signed a new deal anyway, but they tried it with Alphonso as well, when they were telling his representatives to run his contract down. And yeah, he is very much. I think he signed his new deal. I think Alphonso's too busy streaming anyway. He's doing what we're doing as well, but I suppose it's what he enjoys, so that's a good thing. What a left back, by the way, chat as well. So yeah, fair enough, Manuel. But Manuel, it's the party place as well. And as Jay said there, good riddance as well in that regard. But the one thing, what I love about this, obviously the lads have all went. I think the players have gone to Dubai, is it, if I'm correct, chat? And it looks like Arne and some of the technical staff have gone separately. So they've went on separate holidays, and when I seen this straight away, I was made up with that, because this is what is completely different from Jurgen Klopp to Arne Slot's style of management. Arne, he's first and foremost, he's a head coach before he's your mate. And this is what will separate Liverpool from being what we were under Jurgen Klopp to what we will be hopefully under Arne Slot. Arne Slot, was it straight away, he took off Joel Quansah in the first game of the season. He wasn't happy with him, so he just took him off. He told Jarell what he thought, and he's probably told a couple of home truths to Trent as well. Arne, he's probably like, yeah, I know, like, you loved Jurgen Klopp as well, but that's and I love that about Arne, if I'm being honest. First and foremost, he's all about winning. He goes into work, he goes into Liverpool as well, as it should be. It's all about winning. But it's what I'm loving about him. Like, he's on a refit. This is where he deserves his downtime now. Like, and that's where I think two different man management skills as well, in terms of as a manager. And this is probably where Trent was like, Arne's probably told Trent, and he certainly has told Trent, in a bit, lads. If you want to go, sound, I'll replace you. I'll make Connor Bradley a better overall right back than you were as well. So it's Arne's like, if you don't want to be part of the team, not just for trends for the next couple of years, there's a couple of players that don't want to be here, then sound. And it was a category sense. Like if some of the players in the dressing room got the opportunity to join Real Madrid, they probably all would. But as I mentioned with Harvey Elliott, he turned them down. So it's not Harvey that you can include in that. He turned down Real Madrid. But yeah, it's very interesting, that style of management, chat. When I seen these images as well, chat, I was made up. But the fact that the team are completely separate from Arne and the technical staff as well. Like they've gone on to like the separate. I think there was a picture this afternoon of Elliot and Costas. Looks like they might have went on holiday or they went to a similar destination as well, together. But obviously we all went together to Dubai. So they've went separate, and that is very telling. And I absolutely love that. Like as a team, as a football club as well. Like we get our Jurgen Klopp's style of management. A lot of emphasis was on his man management skills. Jurgen Klopp was the best man manager in European football in terms of being a best mate, getting the best out of individual players. But we know Arne Slot is completely different, as we just said there in the analysis. He's not going to be your best mate. He's going to be the best head coach that he can possibly be, and try and get the best out of you from a footballing perspective. He's not going to put like an arm around you. He's going to be straight with you. He's going to try and get the best out of you. And if you're not working to what he wants, he's a winner, first and foremost. He's there to do a job. He was employed to do a job, and that's win games of football, and that's to win trophies as well. And that's not me like having a go at Jurgen. We all loved Jurgen, but sometimes I do watch Jurgen Klopp. He did need to be a bit more ruthless in his management career, if I'm being honest, for my honest opinion, with certain individual plays and all that, and certain discussions in terms of transfers as well. To say it how it is. Because if Jurgen Klopp got a couple of players in and maybe slightly got his, well, not in terms of, because as we know, Jurgen Klopp, Nunes was a Jurgen Klopp signer. I think it went against the data department as well. But I'm made up. Arne, enjoy yourself, lad. Anyway, so yeah, Reds, he'll be having a load of fun, and rightly so. All the lads and girls as well in IB Fet. Main thing is, come what the beginning of the first game of the week of the season, the new season, as it will be, it'll be back to business. And yeah, it's so important. Especially, it's very grueling. It's so difficult being a head coach or manager of Liverpool Football Club, chat, as we know. So any bit of enjoyment, Arne and everyone, just enjoy every second of it. They fully deserve it. They put absolutely everything into this season. And we go again, come what, August time as well. But it's important. Like, you need to relax, especially in any work of life or whatever. Like, you need to work hard, and then obviously set a bit of time to your side as well. For everyone, you need a bit of you time, bit of relaxation as well, because you can't always go 100 million miles an hour 24 hours a day. It's impossible for anyone. So, and most importantly, when you're a manager, Liverpool head coach anyway, and if you're a player for Liverpool, the expectation weighs so heavy on everyone's shoulders. So it's important that they do enjoy themselves and spend time with the family and spend time with the lads as well. Obviously, if they're all going to Dubai as well, enjoying their own company as well. That's how, like, the culture themselves. And as Arne said already, I think it was at the beginning of the season where he just allowed certain individual players to take control. He doesn't always go into the changing room, Arne. He allows Virgil van Dijk and the other senior players to really deal with it themselves. And that's where I think it's really helped massively. I think Arne spoke about that. It was a Gary Lineker interview done this season. Go and check it out. I think it's on BBC's YouTube channel anyway, the great interview that he did. So, yeah, Mac is, big up there, Manuel. So, yeah, Mac Addington in Irish, yeah, he's fits so well at Liverpool, made up having him in that midfield. So, yeah, Manuel, I think before, I think when we were doing the shows as well, all those years ago anyway, when we first signed Macca, we knew his qualities in terms of for Brighton as well, but I think he's come on leaps and bounds at Liverpool. He will be the future captain of Liverpool, post the Virgil van Dijk era and a Salah era. It's between Ibu, for me personally. It's between Ibu and Maka. But if Ibu goes to Real Madrid, it'll certainly be Alexis McAllister being the captain of Liverpool as well. But do run the likes up as well, chat. As I said, much appreciated. So, final talking point tonight, obviously, Frimpong, we had Dave O.C. Cop, we had David Lynch, and obviously Anfield Index as well. Please do, Reds, head over to Anfield Index. Dave and David Lynch did do a fantastic interview. Asked him all about Frimpong, Huijsen as well, so do check it out, please, Reds, as well. That's obviously the YouTube channel for Anfield Index. He had all the latest, and we had like a Dave O.C. Cop little tweet this evening as well, a bit later on in the evening, on Monday evening. If you are watching this on Tuesday morning, that was yesterday evening. Speaking about Dave O.C. Cop mentioned that it was his own exclusive, saying that Liverpool spoke to his representatives yesterday, or if you're watching this on Tuesday, or on Monday evening. So it's going to be interesting. As I said at the top of the show, this lad's a very talented player. And again, everyone's speaking. I've spoke to a lot of people on TikTok comments as well, and everyone's singing from the same hymn sheet, really, in regards to when everyone's had a little look at his defending stats. But at the end of the day, I think, as we've just already alluded to with Arne Slot, I think him coming into Liverpool's system will be very interesting. Conor Bradley, I think both of them vying for the position in the team will be massively beneficial. But as we said, I think Frimpong's only 24 as well, so I think he turns 25 in 2025 as well. So, yeah, he's coming into his peak years as a player, and he can still develop. And that's the most important thing when you analyse any player coming into any football club. It's all about how the head coach, Arne, or any football manager for that matter, or head coach, it's about trying to develop those players and make them better. It's not that you just sign a player and they just stay at that level. Like, that's not how players develop. We all know that. It's about year on year integrating them into the right system, getting the different patterns of play and everything, and really evolving those individual players on a season upon season basis. And of course, it might need a bit of tweaking in regards to if Frimpong is Liverpool's right hand side defender. And obviously everyone's concern is that bit of defensive structure as well. But maybe Liverpool might go in the market and go out and get an extra and more of a defensive number 6, and we very much facilitate Gravenberch a bit more higher up the pitch, or we push Maka a bit more higher up the pitch, or whatnot. So there's a lot of tactical flexibility, really, in regards to what Liverpool can do next season. Because if you are playing a more defensive-minded team, i.e. a Forest at home, where they're just sitting behind the ball, and of course, defensive transitions are very important in the Premier League, most importantly, and especially if you're playing Barcelona in Champions League. Lob a ball over the top and get them absolutely done in behind. But if you're playing a more defensive-minded team, if you've got Frimpong there on the overlap constantly, he's got bags full of energy, really. But when he gets that ball in and around the penalty box as well, he's got that ability to score or assist as well. He'd allow Liverpool to very much stretch teams a lot more as well with his athletic ability. With moments with Trent, we know how over the last 2 years, he's been very much in that inverted 6 role, where those central little pockets of space. But when you're playing a team like Forest, or a bit more of a defensive-minded team, the only ability Trent had was crossing from deep, where he was hitting those balls nice and early into the penalty box. But if Frimpong, if you've got his athletic ability, he'll stretch teams. He'll give Salah a bit more lease of life, really, in regards to, as we know, Salah already has been on record this season saying about where he spoke to Arne, and he's not always constantly going backwards. And if you're bringing in a player like with the athletic ability of a Frimpong, or of someone, but then if you counterbalance that, if you flip the defensive side, Liverpool's left-hand side of the defence as well. Tell you what, shout out to Andy Robbo, by the way. That was Andy Robbo 5 years ago against Arsenal. I think he might have heard a bit of news, someone coming in at left-back, Reds. But that's what you want. If we bring in a Hatter or a Kirkes, Robbo's level, and this is what we're saying about Bradley's performance as well next season, that's what competition does for every great side. If you bring in 2 players in every position, I'm telling you now, if you thought Liverpool's team was good enough this season, oh, performance levels going to go through the roof next season. And of course, and you can't get like for Salah. We know that role. There's only one Salah in world football. But what you can do is maybe bring in a 21, 22-year-old to be an understudy. And maybe if he plays 20 games a season, but they're under that understanding, yeah, I'm not going to get past Salah. But what I can do in 2-3 years' time is maybe and that's got to be a massive selling point. If Liverpool are in the market, probably won't be, but maybe if we've got a bit of pocket change flying around the place anyway. Like if we do get a wide forward, it doesn't have to be necessarily a right winger, but a left winger or an attacker really, and you just for 2 years straight, you're training with Salah on a day-to-day basis. You're learning, you're watching. Like, that is a massive selling point in itself as well. Like, the main player that I'd love to see Liverpool, not that we need attacking depth, but if it come about where we maybe needed one player, I've always said over the last 12 months, 24 months as well, Bryan Mbeumo, I love him. I absolutely love him as a player. He's at the right age profile as well, 25 years old. So he'll be going into his peak years in about 2-3 years' time as well, 27, 28. And I tell you now, what he's doing at Brentford is phenomenal, man. It's absolutely phenomenal work, really. The work in which him and Wissa are doing is... I just goes to show how well-run Brentford are, by the way, chat. We all know it. But I just hope Thomas Frank does not end up at Manchester United. You just know they'll try and get Thomas Frank. And I'm hoping if Man United ever went in for Thomas Frank, just don't do it to yourself, Thomas. Don't go. You've got a better setup at Brentford. He deserves a big job in football. Like, a big job, but not Manchester United. Don't do it to yourself as well. So it's going to be one of them. But in terms of bringing him in, Reds, I do think it's a certainty, really, of obviously Frimpong coming into the football club as well, Reds. As Manuel said there, Frimpong and Conor Bradley at full-backs, Liverpool covering for the next 10 years at least. And I'd agree there, bud. Yeah, I think it'll be a fantastic deal. And I think for 35 million, as we said already at the beginning of the week anyway, 35 million, and it looks like, by all accounts, the instalments, as we know with modern-day transfers, it looks like that alleged deal can be structured down to £5 million instalments as well across like a 3-4 year period, which is absolutely ideal. And I think if that is correct, Liverpool will, I think all of us, if we could lend Arne and Richard Hughes our car, we would just let him just go over, like just get his agent over there, get that done, get that boxed off anyway. Yeah, it's similar with the Jota deal, as we remember when we signed Jota. That was like 5 million every year, wasn't it? Like to Wolves over like 3-4 year period. So it works well. I think, is it the Dominic Szoboszlai deal? I think that's like a loan. I think that Dominic Szoboszlai loan speaks for itself. It's worth the 50, 60 odd million, whatever we pay. Well, or if we got the loan off this year, we won the league. And yeah, and Szoboszlai has certainly grown on me in regards to, yeah, he's my thoughts over the last couple of seasons, Reds. I wanted to see more from him, but I've just come to the conclusion now he's just him, Salah, Van Dijk, Alisson. I think they're the most important players for our system. I include Maka as well, but I think the midfield is just so important in modern day football, as we know. Like, if you're dominant, as we have been this season, but I think, like, systematically wise, in that attacking midfield role, like, if we can get another Dominic Szoboszlai, and this is where I do feel sorry for Elliott. That's why I do think he might leave in the next year or so. You can get bare money for Elliott as well, 40, 50 million easy. I'm not having anyone else say that we can't, because we could. But if we can get another Dominic Szoboszlai from a defensive structural point of view as well, give him a rest, bring it in another Dominic Szoboszlai for like 25, 30 minutes and rotate properly as well. It's I tell you what, we will be cooking over the next couple of seasons as well. We'll be doing really well. But as we said, a massive thank you for everyone that has tuned in tonight. As I said, we'll be live again Tuesday evening as well. But Reds, let us know your thoughts on all tonight's stories. It's a deal that Liverpool can't really pass up, this Frimpong deal. As we said earlier on in the week, I think it will be getting concluded in the next couple of weeks as well. We've seen a Xabi Alonso announcement already. He's leaving the football club. And I think you will see the confirmation in the next couple of days, next couple of weeks as well, really, in regards to Frimpong getting announced at Liverpool are in negotiations, because we are, 2.5 weeks away from the transfer window one opening up. I think you'll see Frimpong. You'll see Florian Wirtz. I think he'll go to he'll be going to Real Madrid. Real Madrid's crave an attacking midfielder. I know you've got Jude Bellingham, but if you could put Jude and Florian Wirtz behind Kylian Mbappe, wow. And I do think Vinny Jr. might go to Saudi as well, because I think, was it last season, Saudi were offering him 1 billion to move to that league. That is ridiculous money. And I think Vinny, for as talented as a player as he is, and he wants to win Ballon d'Ors and all that, but 1 billion. Yeah, that's ridiculous. But I think Florian Wirtz will go to Real Madrid, chat. I know he's been linked heavily this week with Bayern Munich, but if Real Madrid come knocking, and it's your ex-manager that won you the league as well, I think he'll, if Xabi wants you, Xabi Alonso, I think he'll move to Spain. So, Reds, massive thank you to everyone tuning in this evening. Muchly appreciated. If you have dropped a like on the video, and even if you've been lurking in the comments tonight, massive thank you for all the support as always, Reds. As I always say, massive thank you to everyone that keeps on coming over to Anfield Index, not just on my shows, but on everyone's shows as well, showing all your great support as well. Plenty of content to get stuck into, Reds. And if you head over to Anfield Index, become a pro member, there's even more content that you can get stuck into on there's so much content, Reds, to tell you. So much, and you should all very much enjoy it as well. Great analysis from everyone. And Reds, look after yourself. Thank you for supporting on my channel as always, Reds. And look after yourself. And we should be live a bit later Tuesday evening as well. A bit later on anyway. But Reds, any news breaks as well, head over to Anfield Index and to get involved, because we'll chock-a-block with shows. But Reds, look after yourself. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And Arne, enjoy yourself, lad, and I be fair. Have a bevy on all of us, lads. Anyway, see you later, everyone.